This week's episodes of Deck the Hallmark are brought to you by Aura Frames. Tune in later in the show to find out how you can save big this holiday season on an Aura frame of your own.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark Christmas-Hanukkah movies.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark Christmas-Hanukkah movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark Christmas-Hanukkah movies.
And I'm Kacy, and I have complicated feelings on Hallmark Christmas-Hanukkah movies.
And this
Is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Well, hello everybody.
Boy.
How are we?
This is what we call the home stretch here, Brandon.
We are in the home stretch.
Feels right.
I know we talked about it a little bit yesterday, briefly, but Christmas Con was a lot of fun this
Wasn't
past
it?
weekend,
We did talk about that yesterday, but
Briefly.
it really was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We
we didn't want to bore Doug Jones with the
No,
information.
Doug had
Casey, you can be bored by the information, but
That's
we
right.
had a lot of... Casey, we love you, but you're no Doug Jones, and I think you understand that.
Big height difference there.
A big height difference, but equally as scary.
Equally as scary?
Which means not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
Because Doug
Are you
Jones,
calling?
despite playing monsters, he himself not scary at all.
Kacy joins us for an episode of Deck the Hallmark, and we tell her that she's not Doug Jones, but she's just as scary. What a start!
Which is a compliment.
What a start.
Both ways, I think.
I'll have to take it as a
Yeah,
compliment,
yeah,
or else I
absolutely.
won't sleep at night. So yeah.
Absolutely. It's great to be here today. We're talking Oi to the World, which means after this, we only have 2 Hallmark Christmas movies left this holiday season. It's hard to believe that we're here.
It's unbelievable.
It's hard to believe. Kacy, we're so happy that you are joining us today. You joined us earlier this year, and we had such a good time that we wanted you to come back. And we said, pick what you want. And you picked Oi to the World. Why did you pick Oi to the World?
I picked Oi to the World because I am a Jew by choice, which means I also grew up in the Low Country of South Carolina.
Shout out.
And as you know, not a lot of Jewish people there.
Nope.
And then I went to college in Nashville, Tennessee, and there were more Jewish people there, surprisingly. And I fell in love with Judaism. I don't actually consider myself religious necessarily. Like, I don't believe in God, and yet I'm converting to Judaism. I have a temple. I'm a proud temple member. I go to all the services. And so Judaism is a big part of my life now, but also so is Hallmark. So I wanted to see how these things are gonna combine this year.
So just like this movie combines the 2 churches and the 2 faiths, we have someone representing this on the episode.
Yeah.
This is next level on our part. We definitely did the research here.
Yeah, we
and
did the
sought this
research.
out.
We did the hard work. I also see that you were on Christmas Cousins talking about this movie. You're just on the circuit? Where are you going after this?
This is my last stop.
Okay.
So you have my heart. Chad from Christmas Cousins reached out to me, and he said, as a fellow Jew, would you like to do this? And I said, I don't know, because I'm on Deck the Hallmark. And he said, but we can light the menorah, and you got to talk to your people. And I said, well, when you put it that way, I can't betray
Can I tell
cousin Chad.
No,
You
well,
can't-
none
you
of us
can't,
can,
yeah.
but can
No.
I tell you what happened here is that every Christmas podcast put out a search for a Gentile from Low Country, South Carolina that converted to Judaism, and there was one search result.
Yeah.
And it was Kacy.
We
That's
thought
what
it would
happened
be
here.
a fun angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Chad. Chad, come on. No, we love them. And I want that on the record.
What a gearship there.
And I'll say this.
No, in all seriousness, we love them. We love
So
them.
scary
them.
in a good way.
Yeah.
We all owe Chad a lot, which is why we keep doing things with him. He has something on all of us. But I haven't listened to the episode yet, but I imagine it was maybe a bit more chaotic than this will be, which is saying something.
No way. What? Christmas Cousins staying on script? Never.
Never. How many of the Christmas movies have you seen this season? Have you watched all of them? Are you up to date?
I'm not totally up to date. I missed Single on the 25th. I got to go back. I had a friend in town. And I missed Sweet Holiday Romance. But all the rest I've been watching.
It's
Close.
interesting that you had a friend in town, and that's why you missed Single on the 25th. That
Ironic,
joke will
isn't it?
land after you see the movie.
After you see the movie. That's right.
Excited.
I'm excited to dive into Oi to the World. I don't want to delay any longer. How does that sound to you guys?
I love it. Let's do it.
Oi to the World originally aired on Sunday, December 14th. We were driving home.
Yes.
I wonder
That
where we
night.
were when it started. hard to say, right?
So it was
9
at
p.m.
8 o'clock, 8 Eastern time.
Yeah,
Where were we?
We were 3 hours ish out. We were in Pennsylvania, probably.
Yes.
In the snow.
Some homemade pumpkin pie.
Some homemade pumpkin pie.
Maybe we were in West Virginia or Maryland.
Well,
by
that's
that point.
Maryland. Yeah. What if
Maryland is a blink and you miss it
Yeah.
on that drive home.
Sure
so,
is. It
you
sure
know,
is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, Oi to the World. Are we ready?
Why'd you ask if
Let
it
me get my
didn't
nice
matter?
stance ready to
Doesn't
go.
matter.
from-
You
wonder
asked me
where
to
we
really
were
do a
when
lot
this
of
aired.
work there, and then you tell me it doesn't matter. It hurts. It hurts my feelings.
Anyway, a little stuff like this. The movie kicks off in high school with two rival singers, Nikki and Jake. They always tried very hard to beat each other in everything that they did. But when Nikki goes up to sing, her voice ends up cracking. So embarrassing. Cut to present day, Nikki is helping her dad out at the church that he is at, and she's working with him. She's doing a little choir directing while Jake works at his music shop. He's in a band that's one step away,
One hit
from
away.
really making it. Okay,
I'm only one
his
hit away.
his family's synagogue is right across the street from her family's church, but the families are very friendly with each other. Some might say they even like each other. We find out that the synagogue is really struggling. The heat isn't working, and to make matters worse, a pipe bursts during service. When Jake finds out that his grandma slipped on the water while looking at the pipe, he comes straight from the city to check on her. With Hanukkah starting in 2 days, they're not sure what they're going to do. Where are we going to have these services? Jake goes to take a look at the pipe and see if he has any ideas, musicians and whatnot, and sees Nikki across the street. And so he goes to talk to her. They bicker a bit, just like old times. Nothing has changed. The church offers to let the synagogue use their space for their services, and he agrees to help his dad with the kids choir. And so when he finds out that she's also helping her dad with their kids choir, they get super competitive once again, just like they were kids. So competitive, in fact, that a lot of the kids stop having fun and quit the choir. And so they are encouraged to join up to make a super choir, and we're going to have a joint service. It's going to be wonderful. Us working together? What? So they start hanging out more. The sparks are beginning to fly. He even helps her out, helps her get over her fear of singing in public because he sings with her. They almost kiss, but he's interrupted by a phone call from his buddy that is in the band with him. Their music, their song, it's really starting to take off. We're only one hit away.
That's right. You get it.
That's when he finds out that a label wants to meet with them about potentially signing them. But it's on the same day as the performance. So he goes to talk to Nikki about it, and Nikki at first is like, you can't do it. I'm really nervous to sing in front of everybody. But then she sees how important this is to him, and she tells him that he has to go for the meeting. It's his dream. She'll figure it out. At first, she's like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. We just need to call it off. But after meeting with her parents and with his parents, they decide we're going to move forward with the big performance. At first, her voice cracks. But this time she powers through. She begins to sing along with the kids, and Jake ends up showing up, joining them for the performance, and they sing together. He tells her afterwards that the meeting was a short one. They want to sign them and send them on tour, but he worked it out in the contract to make sure that he was never gone for very long, and that he's going to just move home and commute when they have to record. That's right, he's moving home, which means it's time for these two lovebirds to finally get together. They kiss, and that, my friends, was
Oi to the world.
We did it.
That's right. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to break this movie down here on
Deck the Hallmark. It was really good. Yeah, it was okay, you think? You know, Bran, I've heard the best way to spread holiday cheer is singing loud for all to hear, but actually, it's by sharing photos with your friends, family, and loved ones around the country. And the best way to do that is through Aura Frames.
That's right, Dano. I love my Aura frame. First of all, it was so easy to set up. You have unlimited storage for the free photos and the videos. You don't got to pay a thing to put those suckers on there. You can preload it before you get it. It was featured, Dan, in 495 gift guides during 2024 alone. It's awesome. And there's a reason why it's in so many of those guides, because it is the perfect gift. It works for everybody. If you want a picture frame to keep in your kids' room so that your kids can see pictures of themselves, perfect frame. If you want to send it to your grandparents, perfect frame because of how simple it is to set up.
That's exactly right, Brandon. For a limited time, you can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frames, just like the one we have in the studio that was named #1 by Wirecutter. You can do that by using promo code DECK at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code DECK. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames do sell out fast. So order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions do apply. Also, for those of you just joining us that are like, why didn't they talk about the card game or the book? Well, the card game sold out across America.
So
there's no more left. So
whatever.
It's because it's this year's Elmo.
It's this year's Elmo. You get
Thank
it.
you, Kacy.
You get it. And
Thank you.
And then the book doesn't matter because Good Morning America didn't mention it.
I forgot about that. Thank you.
It was on their table, though, if you look.
heard Kacy mention me.
Elmo, we kindly and politely asked you to not. After the last time.
Elmo wants to wish Kacy Merry Christmas.
Well,
Thanks, Elmo.
this feels dangerous.
Yeah, this is what.
Don't
Look,
open
What
the window.
temple you go to?
oh, no. Don't.
Temple Sinai, they're great.
Simple
Shout out. Elmo wants to shout out.
That's so thoughtful.
Elmo's going to leave now.
Elmo, do you want to shout out your
I don't
church?
believe him.
Elmo wants to shout out First Baptist Lilies.
Yeah. Okay. First Baptist Lilies, of course.
bless.
God bless. Thank you, Elmo. All right. Pretty much unscathed.
Yeah.
Tough break for your book on GMA.
Yeah, that was rough, but
it was
hilarious at the same time.
Why are you
We-
saying his book? He didn't.
We all wrote it,
Nobody
but
knows.
we were supposed to talk about it for a solid 90 seconds on national TV, and instead,
But you know what?
didn't.
Beggies can't be choosies.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we still love GMA.
Yeah, we
I mean,
love
it was
it.
still
Obviously.
amazing. It was great.
They got a lot going on. It's
Yeah.
hard to, it's
We'll
hard to
talk
do that.
about it in 3
And our
5 years.
book from 4 or 5 years ago got a huge bump.
Off the
So
shelves.
That's fine. Yeah.
That's not available either.
Sold out on Amazon because nobody was ready. Nobody was ready.
No one's ready.
No one was ready. That may be the new Elmo this year is the 5-year-old Christmas movie book. I didn't mean Elmo. I didn't.
No.
It's not.
You can't say
It's
that.
not
You
like
can't.
Beetlejuice.
You gotta be careful.
Every time we say Elmo, you don't have to come back.
Elmo's got word that Dan's incorrect.
What am I incorrect about Elmo?
All of it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's time for the hot take, where we share exactly how we felt about this movie. We do not hold back. Oi to the world. Is it joy to Brian?
Oh, I see what you did.
I don't know. Okay, I'll workshop. I'll do it better
Yeah, work
next
on
time.
that,
I'll do it
please.
better in post.
We'll edit it in, like they edited in a lot of stuff in this movie. So I thought that I thought this would be a lot deeper and more emotional than it was. This felt very
Are you saying that like that's a good thing or a bad thing? Like you wanted it to be deeper and emotional, or you appreciated
I
just
don't-
the light, airy tone that accompanied
I'm kind of. It didn't flip me either way. It was just an observation.
Okay.
So I thought we'd spend a lot more time in like I thought we were kind of doing a lock-in situation for some reason. I thought we'd be in this church for a long
I
time.
mean, they're
with-
both directing a choir. They're
Yeah.
not keeping the kids hostage.
I know. I thought there was like we were in the middle, like we're doing a service and like we're gonna be in this place a long time, like maybe back to back or combined. I don't know.
All right.
So I thought it would just be a little more like emotions, higher emotions. Instead, it was like big and sitcom-y to me.
Yes.
Like it was very
I
like
agree
I'm
with
like,
that.
wow, they are just like going for it, very exaggerated. And so I thought it was funny. Like I liked the approach. I liked the way they did that. The sitcom like approach worked really well for me. Like the moms especially conspiring. Like I know it's sort of like age old trope and stereotype, but I thought it was really funny and like they worked really well together. And so I like that. So it's pretty good for me. It wasn't. I think I would have liked it more if it were deeper and a little more emotional, a little bit more. But I wasn't like this is dumb. They shouldn't have done it this way. Like,
why are you be so silly?
Yeah. I thought it was a unique way to do it, and I had a pretty decent time with it.
Pretty decent time. Kacy, pretty decent time.
No. I think that a lot of people, I haven't seen the demographics, but from what I can assume, a lot of people watching Hallmark don't know pretty much anything about Judaism. And I feel like Hallmark has a duty to represent it fairly and to actually like give it its dues and, do a little research. And this movie was just so thoroughly unresearched that after about the first 5 minutes, I just couldn't really watch it anymore critically because I was just so angry. And I usually like the like competing choirs kind of deal. I really liked In Merry Measure a few years ago, which a lot of people didn't. But I couldn't take it seriously when it lost me with the Judaism pretty immediately.
Oh, wow. Okay. There you have it.
I liked it.
He loved it. He loved it, ladies and gentlemen.
I
warming up
liked
to
it a
it.
lot. I loved it.
There it is.
I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I thought these two leads were absolutely wonderful together. Jake Epstein is so funny, and he doesn't even try. Brooke is, of course, just charming and wonderful, and I thought that they were effortless together. I thought that they worked together wonderfully. And the song at the end, 'twas a bop. Thoroughly enjoyed that tune. I'd like to listen to it again. It's this Hallmark, I've been asking all season, like, why doesn't Hallmark do like a musical? And this movie is why. They don't know how to edit lip syncing for the life of them. That was a mess, and that was unfortunate. But just a random folk for watching this movie, I had a good time. Dano?
Yeah, so there's a few things we have to unpack here. The first is that Hallmark had really started a pretty good tradition of having at least one, if not multiple Hanukkah-centric movies over the last few years. And they were really typically above average to excellent. Julie Sherman Wolfe wrote a couple of them, and it was nice to see movies that weren't the... Hi, I am Christian. What are these candles? And hi, I am Jewish. What is this tree? Like, those are the movies that we would get a decade ago. And so the fact that they don't have, we kicked off the Hanukkah season last weekend. The fact that they don't have an actual Hanukkah movie on the slate this year is really tough. And it's unfortunate. And I think Hallmark should be better. And they should be told that. And so there's a quite a big Jewish population that watches this movie. Also, representation matters. You should be putting a Hanukkah movie out that doesn't have to have Christmas trees at every turn. And you didn't do that. Be better. Second of all, I think we'd all love to live in a world where this movie can take place. We don't live in that world. We don't live anywhere near the world where the Jewish and Christian matriarch are eating coffee every week and trying to get their two kids together. I'm sure it's happened. If you email me and let me know that's how you were arranged in your marriage, great. But that is not like anywhere near a possibility in just mainstream America, and that's unfortunate. I'd also love to live in a world where a Protestant church is so cool with the Jewish temple that they do both services on their stage from their pulpit. Would never, I can't imagine it happen. Unitarian Universalist church, absolutely. A mainline Protestant church, I just no way. And once again, please email me. I would love to be encouraged that that's not the state of affairs. But by all estimations, this movie does not take place in the real world. It doesn't.
I will say, Dan, I'm not going to email you because I'm sitting right here.
Great. This is better.
My temple, it's Thanksgiving, but we do an interfaith Thanksgiving
Great.
With a Presbyterian church.
Awesome.
And they switch off who gets to host it. So this year it was held in the temple. And then everyone together sings "Let There Be Peace on Earth," which is in fact a song that works for both religions. Crazy how that exists. And so there's one place, but they do, one reason why this partnership is so nice is there have been a lot of anti-Semitic attacks and threats, and now that church understands, and so they have been very good about helping us. They came and they apparently cleaned off the temple when it got graffitied. And so that's something that can be nice when you do combine, when you do have these interfaith services.
That's amazing, and I love that. And I've been part of several faith organizations that would do that and have a lot of interfaith gatherings. Not on their Christmas service, not ever on the birth of
Some
Christ.
things are sacred.
You have I would love it. I would love. I mean, I don't really, hop into church these days much, but I would love to see a Christmas service in a Protestant church that combined their Christmas service celebrating the birth of Jesus for the Christians with a Hanukkah service. I think that would be amazing. I don't believe that it happens, but I do think it would be amazing if it did, because that's actually what's most important.
But you know what? Hallmark's never lived in reality.
Never.
And so it's good. It's good to be back.
I guess
it's good to be home.
But my hot take on this is that either that is your off ramp. Either you look at these two things and you go, this movie just doesn't work. Why did they try it? Why didn't I get a Hanukkah movie? And I think that's a very fair take. I think, or you just go with this world that is completely fabricated and not real at all. And I think there's some joy to be had there. I didn't love this movie. I do love Jake Epstein and Brooke Dorsey. I thought they were just this very shockingly weird comedic match made in heaven. They were really funny together, really flirty together, and they enjoyed each other's company. And I enjoyed some of the jokes that went along with that. And so I appreciated those things. Movie's not good. I think there's a lot of times that you can just easily check out on this movie, but in a year that's down, it's currently in my top 10 for what that's worth.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah. It's time for all the feels, where we talk about what in this movie gave us feels. Bri Guy.
Yeah, the song was a bop.
So
two music-related feels here. That song is one of them. Another was we got a Brad Paisley version of Marshmallow World, which has been out for a long time, by the way. And if you're thumbs
it's
up
not
there, I'm like, what we have gotten. This is
Brad Paisley owns the holiday
this is the
season on
third
Hallmark.
Brad Paisley
it's
song.
So crazy.
He was only in one movie, and the tail. The Brad Paisley coattails,
unbelievable.
He's just in every movie after.
We're all riding those Paisley coattails.
Yeah, the Paisley tails. And the other feels with the music was I just like while the song was a bop, little bum we didn't get to see the songwriting process. I just want to be in
need more practice.
Yeah, we just see him hit the last note and that's it. And she's like, oh, it's awesome.
So bummed. They didn't have to give away the cool chorus that they have, but they could have given us a little more. And what the heck? I just want to see the process happen a little bit.
Kacy, any feels for you?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I really liked the idea of the message. I wish it got a little bit more specific about Hanukkah. They were just sort of like, and also these people. They didn't really seem to understand the holiday, but that's okay. I agree the song was a bop, although I wish that the kids got to sing the Hanukkah part too. Like the kids only got to sing the Christian part, which I thought was a little strange considering half the choir was Jewish.
Well, also when I'll get back to this in my wait what, but it does happen when your two choir directors decide to hijack the performance from the children.
Yeah, of course.
So there is that.
This is the snow must go on, but no one
learns a lesson.
No one learns a lesson.
That's exactly right.
They just decide now's our time to finally perform together.
Yep. And I really did like that they mentioned that he knows about Christmas trees. That's always been a big thing, like you said, in those movies from like 10 years ago, where the Jews like, I don't know how to decorate a Christmas tree. And it's like everyone understands what a Christmas tree is. But then he did pick one that looked really bad. But whatever. They tried.
He knows about them, but he still has a lot to learn at the same time. I have two feels. One, there's a short scene in this movie towards the beginning where it cuts to Jake Epstein trying to write a song, and he realizes that the melody of the song is just dreidel, dreidel. And it was such a pointless scene. And I'm so happy they kept it in because it was so funny. He's so great in that scene. It did nothing for the story, but it was a wonderful, very short, like less than a minute cutaway to him working on the song and realizing that it's already been written. And I really like that. And then I love the scene where he goes to her and is like, I'm leaving, and she has a hard time at first, but then encourages him to go, and it's his dream. And she's got a tear running. I thought that was acted beautifully. I teared up a little bit. I thought it was a beautiful scene. And, when you really care for somebody, it's, there's obviously conflicting feelings in there. Like, I want you all to myself, but I also know you have this dream and this is a chance for you to finally get to do that thing. And you can wrestle with all those emotions all at one time. And I thought Brooke did a beautiful job of that. Dano?
Yeah, that second one that you just mentioned is mine, Bran, because it features something that we don't get to see a lot of times at Hallmark, which is an adult conversation. These two adults both have the ability to know what they want and also have the ability to know what other people want and to empathize. And instead of it being a weird misunderstanding or this point of contention, it is a real, honest, emotional moment between two fully functional adults who just have the ability to go, this was special, but I know this is your dream and it hurts, but I also understand and I get it. And it was beautifully acted and also just better than what we normally get in these movies. It was a really good scene. Yeah.
Let's take one more break. We'll come back. We'll get to the Wait What, the Hallmark here on
Take the Hallmark. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. This time of year is a time for traditions, whether they be old traditions you've done every year, whether they be new traditions. What about therapy being a part of the tradition for you in a holiday season? The holidays can be tough. Some people have a lot of family and friends nearby. Some people don't have many people around, and it can be tough. And what helps is talking to someone. I know this firsthand. Starting the tradition of talking to someone and telling them how you feel on a regular basis is not only good for you, but it's good for those that you come in contact with. BetterHelp is here for you during these holidays to start a new tradition or make an old one new again. Why BetterHelp? Well, they have quality therapists. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the United States. They also have some of the best client reviews in the world with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. And they work tirelessly to give you an initial therapist match that will meet your needs. And if not, they're committed to finding the right therapist for you. Start a new tradition this holiday season by getting BetterHelp. This December, start a new tradition by taking care of you. Our listeners get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Hallmark. That's better, HELP.com/Hallmark.
We're back. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Everyone wave.
Yeah. Studio audiences
There
have
we
been
go.
really silent today. But they're out there.
Well,
They're doing their thing.
yeah.
They're tired.
Yeah.
You can, they drove back with us.
They did.
They're feeling it. They're still feeling it too. It's time for the Wait What Is, where we talk about what in this movie made us go, wait, what? I'll start with you, Bri Guy.
Yeah, some I guess green screen stuff was pretty funny to me, and some fake snow stuff was pretty funny to me. In particular, there was a point where it was super windy, and things were blowing like crazy,
windy.
including the cotton or whatever material the snow was on
The
the ground,
snow
just
was,
flopping
yes.
back and forth, not dusting, moving across the ground
And
like
then
snow does.
to keep it together, like it was windy, and then there's a scene outside where it's not windy, and they turn up the wind noise to 1,000.
That's all you have to do.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to keep it windy.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
People are going to know it's
We're going
windy.
to lean into it.
Yeah.
That was great. So there was some digital sound effect.
You know, the sound of wind.
That's right. That's all you need. Some effects stuff was really funny there. But one thing the biggest thing for me was at the piano bar, where it's an open mic piano bar, which is
Open mic
they're doing
piano
their,
bar karaoke.
They're doing their own thing here. So pretty dangerous, first of all, to open up a music set to the public in general.
Listen,
Never mind at a calm piano bar where people are just chilling.
they're
You're
just
chilling.
hanging out, just
And-
trying to have a nice classy evening.
Yeah, you just want some background noise, and he volunteers her. He's like, I'll play along, and then he's up there during the song. He's like switching to minor chords, like he's doing crazy stuff on
Yeah, he
piano,
is.
and she's just going right along like they had rehearsed. I'm like, you got to do a straightforward,
Heck yeah.
straight down the middle version.
Yeah.
But he
2.5.
won't. He wouldn't
That's
have
right.
it. So
Yeah.
that was
People
really
have
fun.
a hard time sticking along with karaoke when it's like they know this. That's the track is what it is.
That's right. That's
right.
They picked the song.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be mixing up the song, look out.
Very dangerous. And so
I also love that the pianist, like, she opened it up
Yep.
and then she was like, "Yeah, I don't know Joy to the World."
Yeah.
What are you
Don't know
doing?
it.
man?
That's a huge one. This woman
Yep.
is a pianist for an open mic karaoke Christmas edition. and
Doesn't know it.
doesn't know joy to the world.
Thankfully, there's a Jewish fella in the audience.
That's right.
Who
Thankfully,
does.
Jake Epstein does. That's right.
And she's not getting that piano back. He's not getting
No,
up the rest
no,
of the
no,
night.
that's
He
it.
is there all night.
He's locked in.
The other thing that really just at the bowling alley. Okay, they're at the bowling alley. They're about to go in. They're out front. Trees everywhere, including lining across what looks to be the entrance of the like egress. Have we heard of?
Have we heard of
Have we even
egress?
heard of egress? We
Guys,
gotta have a place.
maintain
You
proper
gotta-
egress.
You have to a clear path to get in and out of a venue would be appreciated. So
Yeah, just from a fire perspective,
Yeah,
you
just
gotta
in
think
case
of
of emergency.
yeah, forget getting for accessibility,
Yeah.
like emergency. So it's a lot
Gotta
of
think
stuff
about
like that.
Got to think about that.
You got it.
Casey.
I mean, just generally, like, as we've said, so much of it was just like, this is Christmas and we're just going to pretend that it's Jewish, and clearly no Jewish people were involved. Like, everyone is wearing Christmas clothes at the end, but then they have like the little menorah pins. So I thought, oh, that's cute. Maybe her family will be in like Hanukkah clothes, but they'll have like a Christmas pin. No, everyone's just in Christmas clothes for some reason. And then we've mentioned this, but when she said, you can't have Hanukkah on Christmas Eve, like, you're right, that is the real world. Someone would say that, but it was upsetting to me. I could not believe my ears.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Mine are just as hard hitting.
Right.
You mentioned Brad Paisley. I found that music pick to be truly jarring.
Yeah.
Like, it was our Marshmallow World while baking cookies inside is an interesting choice to begin with, but also this was like, we're in the north and there's snow on the ground and Brad Paisley's here out of nowhere. It was such an interesting choice. I don't know how to really describe it aside from it was jarring and nice version though.
It also just felt so not Jewish.
Right.
Just, country music just like doesn't really give you Judaism.
Yeah.
It was like they didn't know what to do there.
Yeah.
And so they were like, what if we just played Brad Paisley?
Again.
What if we just
Brad's
played
words
Keep it
where we
rolling.
can do whatever we want this holiday
right.
season,
Yeah.
whatever we want to.
You got
So
carte blanche on
let's just
his version of the Marshmallow song.
Let's just use that. I did find it funny that at the end of this movie, the kiss, they cheer before, like it was a pre-kiss cheer interruption, which I don't think I've seen before, where you cheer before they kiss to interrupt them
was a
from
move.
actually kissing. I think that was a first for me. And then he also said that it was a short meeting, and that's why he was able to get back quickly. But then describes him basically like ripping up the contract. They brought us a planned tour, and I worked with them to reschedule all of it so that would only be gone for smaller amount of chunks. And then we had to rewrite the contract to make sure that it's fine that I can live outside the city and I can compete back and all that stuff. It was a short meeting though.
Yeah.
I was prepared. Those meetings are always short, and
So short.
you love to see it. Dano?
Yeah, we didn't really dive into the fact that these choirs each have 4 people in them.
Well, that's because they all leave because they're not having fun.
It's dual. No, before they all it's dueling.
When they first walk in.
The first original
Good.
choirs are dueling quartets. And maybe that is why no one cares about them at all, as the 2 choir directors who are supposed to be in the performance, seen and not heard, are just striding down the center aisle in a duet of an original song written by one of the choir directors, as the 8 kids that this is supposed to be about fade slowly into the background. It was a choice by this movie to decide that the best way these 2 leads really have their moment is to make it not about the kids. Like, actively, these choir directors decided the kids weren't good enough. I don't know how else to do that. Literally, Jake Epstein writes a solo for Brooke Dorsey for 2 choirs they're supposed to be directing. That's not normal. I sung in church choir my whole life against my will. My parents made me. Not once did the director go, all right, we're going to do this one. We're going to do Away in the Manger. And then at Joy to the World, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it from here. You guys will all clap in rhythm. It's going to be by big number.
Or not in rhythm.
Spotlight's going to come down. It's going to be a big deal, and I could use your help. Don't F it up. It never happened. Not once in all my years of church choir.
Things have changed, Dan.
Things have changed. Where the choir director's like, because here's the thing is, in The Snow Must Go On, yes, he's doing that, but it's part of his character growth.
Yes.
And in this movie, it isn't. It's just like from the beginning, Jake wrote a solo for Brooke. Those two folks were supposed to not be on stage at all. And he wrote a solo for her. And this is about her overcoming her fear of singing in public. She's supposed to be directing the choir, guys. Like, the kids matter. This is their time to shine. Yeah.
None of them are good enough for a solo, okay?
It's wild.
We heard them all.
And it gets a standing ovation from the crowd. Even the parents of these children are like, yeah, finally some good music and not my dumb kids singing. What are we doing?
Bry Guy and I were lucky enough to be in the presence of the Pro Kids Christmas choir at Christmas Con.
Yeah.
They're professional kids.
They're
Professional
They're also
children's,
pro
yes.
kids.
They're pro kids.
Pro kids.
Pro kids being pro kids.
That's right.
And believe it or not one time did a parent come up to sing.
It's crazy. What about the
If
choir,
you
the
can believe
director?
it.
That's-
No.
Not
Couldn't
once
have
they
spotted-
grabbed
couldn't have
the
pointed-
mic.
I couldn't have pointed
even
out.
found the
Do they
director.
have
The
like
kids were
sparkly
almost
gloves on or jazz hands
No.
or anything?
Actually, oddly, one of the parents came to tell us where we could learn more about their kids singing.
that's
so they were
exact-
like
that's
supporting the
they
kids.
That's
want
crazy. And
Yeah.
all,
Pro-
what Oil of the World
parents are
taught me
pro.
is kids suck.
Well-
and parents are really wanting the choir
Conflicting
director to get out
messages.
there.
Let them cook.
Let them cook.
This is their chance.
The weirdest, the part of this movie that rings the most faults has nothing to do with religion, but does have to do with the bowling bet. He bets her that he can take bowling seriously enough to win. I don't need to go any. You already know where I am.
You got to take bowling so seriously.
The idea that this guy's too
Tighten up, everyone.
loosey-goosey
Tighten up.
to bowl. He's
Who do you
so,
think you are? Are you
he's-
kidding me?
He's so winking the gun, like everything's a joke. He can't bowl? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, movie? Bowling is something people literally do drunk. They literally go
Usually better,
and get like
too.
3 pitchers of beer, and then they're like, "Let's bowl, mofos." What is he doing? I
See
bet
the shirts
you.
they wear bowling? I mean,
Yeah.
are you kidding me right
I
now?
mean, I have one.
Listen, I'll make a
Personally, I
wager
bowl
with
for
you.
soup, but that's just
Yeah,
me.
you get it. I'll make a wager with you. I'll take bowling seriously. What are you doing? Stop! You're embarrassing yourself.
I think he was betting on them not being able to find the front door of that bowling alley behind all those trees.
It's a secret. You got to know the code to get in.
That's right.
It's 7-10 split. It's an easy code. It's not a tough. It's an easy code. It's
Yeah.
an easy code.
7-10 split.
Yeah, that's all I got.
7-10 and the tree
Yeah.
split. It's time for what the Hallmark is. Where we wonder what could have been. Maybe have it gives us clarity to questions we still have. What are we still wondering about? I'll start with you, Bry Guy.
Sure. So it seemed like they were a little short on the water damage repairs. And so to make up the funds, it was ugly sweater, party, and bake sale.
Yes.
And that money would
That's
cover
it. Yes.
I just I need more than that. Like I need a little more detail.
How much money is that?
exactly? It's either tell me how much you need or how much you've earned. Like tell me something. One side of that. It's just there's a lot
Because
that I'm
that
wondering.
reads as less than $500.
I got to be honest.
100%.
We.
I'm like, I
yes.
didn't know
That's
$200.
less than-
If you're $200 bucks short, I mean, just ask somebody for it.
When we did Rocky Mountain Christmas in our first episode, we made fun of the fact that this actor was in a $50 million picture. And I honestly think that was kind of towards the end of the run of Hallmark giving us numbers. Now they're like, we're not doing this. We're not getting in the weeds with this.
Yeah.
We're just going to say that it happened. That's it. Yeah.
It's brutal.
Kacy.
I have so many questions. Namely, is Hallmark going to continue doing actual Hanukkah movies? Because it doesn't seem like they are.
Yeah.
Where's Julie Sherman-Wolf? Where is she? I miss her. Are we backsliding? Are we going back to some pre-2020 Hallmark times? And also just like, did they not look up Hanukkah music? Like it exists. There's more than just dreidel dreidel. A lot of
They
it's really
sang
good.
dreidel dreidel. I don't know what more you want, Kacy.
So true. They did mention Sufgana Yod at one point, and that made me happy. I was like, oh, so they do know that something else in Hanukkah exists. And then I just have so many questions about why there weren't any Jews working on this movie. And if there were, why didn't you speak up? What happened here?
What happened? I just want to, he had the meeting. It was a short one. He made all the changes. How does it go for them? The touring, being signed at a label. How does it go? Is it everything that they hoped it would be, or is it going to be a 1 year and
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they had not had a meeting in 20 years. That's according to Jake Epstein.
That's right.
We not had a meeting with
finally
a
had
record
the
label.
meeting and they signed
didn't
the
even
first one.
scratch the surface of getting a record deal, and then they nailed the first one. They're 1,000%.
That's exactly right. So
Yeah.
good for them. Hopefully it works out. But the music business is hard, and you kind of have to work yourself silly, or else you're not going to make it. So I don't know how this, you're not doing like weekend residencies somewhere. Like what is this grand plan that he has to make sure that he's home all the time? Dano?
Yeah. Jake Epstein's dad in this movie is 14 years older than him, which is right on the cusp. But like they didn't even try. They didn't put any glasses on him or anything.
great.
Speaking of which, our friends at the Hallmark Movies Draft,
Yes.
they're doing the Hallmark Hunks with Glasses draft. I think that's today.
Wow.
Which is quite an interesting topic. Hallmark Hunks wearing glasses in the movie is their
Hallmark hunks wearing
That's right.
glasses.
Yeah.
Excellent topic.
Sounds
It
like a
is
good topic
I mean,
to
Wes
me.
Brown,
Yeah,
Hall
like
at the Holly's
just-
got to be one, right?
How do you beat that?
Oh, that's
Wes Brown,
interesting.
Hall at the Holly. I mean, in the black rim glasses. Brian Harold decked the Hallmark too.
Am I on that? I haven't
I mean,
heard yet, but
But I like the dude who plays his dad. I was so good. I think he should maybe get a Hallmark movie of his own where he doesn't have to play father to someone from his same generation.
Well, what about maybe like Chris Russell, colorblind glasses?
Never. I mean, Brendan Penny
should
started
be
to wear
considered.
glasses in most
What are
everything.
we
he's in.
voting on though? The quality of the movie or the hotness of the guy?
That
Because that
You gotta
changes.
I
listen
guess
to
we'll
find
find out
out.
today. Yeah, because it could
That-
be. But
that
either way,
changes.
Wes Brown, Hall at the Holly wins, right?
Yeah, I do feel like also the hotness affects the quality of the movie.
Yeah. Well, there's
I
that.
can let a lot slide
Sure.
if they look cute.
Well,
Yeah.
Brendan Penny was in 2 terrible movies but wore glasses, and all I heard from the
Yeah.
double deckers was, but Brendan Penny in the glasses.
Yeah.
So maybe there's that.
There you go.
You
There you
know.
go. We did, everybody. Congratulations to us. Only 2 more left. Can you believe that?
Yeah, and Kacy, you're reviewing most of these movies too. Tell
That's
folks
right.
where they can find you.
Absolutely. I can be found primarily on Instagram at The Heart of Reviews. I write as much as Instagram will physically let me about these films.
You should start a blog.
I guess I could.
Blogs
Substack.
are new. Yeah,
blog.
Substack. That's what the cool kids are doing. Instead of saying they have a blog, they have a Substack.
Which costs money.
Yeah.
That's how you do that.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd subscribe for what that's worth.
smash that.
I'd
Subscribe.
smash
That's why
subscribe
Henrik on the
button.
Nines hasn't been back on. He started a Substack, and we won't subscribe, and so all of his 9 lists are behind.
Yeah.
It's behind a paywall. There's nothing that we can do.
It is a lot.
It's
You know
where
what
it
I
should
mean?
be, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Substack's the new Elmo.
Substack.
We did it, everybody. We're going to be back tomorrow. We got a lot to get to. We've got Jax coming back to continue our journey through the 12 days till Christmas. We have Baked with Love finale. We got the Finding Mr. Christmas finale. Still so much to go this week and then next week.
See you never, buddy.
See you never. See you
That's
never.
exactly right.
Coming back tomorrow for another one. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmarks of Bramble Jam podcast and presented by Aura Frames. The podcast is produced by Brandon Gray. For more information, go over to deckthehallmark.com or follow us on the socials at Deck the Hallmark. You can find more information on our show at those 2 places, and to find the best corner of the internet with ad-free podcasting, live video watch-alongs, and so much more, you can go to BrambleJamPlus.com.